welcome to 5 After 5. We are talking sports here. We want to get your input too. We got a lot of hot topics. I'm Frank Cusimano. This is Corey Miller. Let's get to it.
Well, the first thing we got to talk about is something we don't really want to talk about, but everybody's talking about it, so we got to talk about it.
All right.
That Super Bowl we watched on Sunday, Frank. Not the outcome, probably, like you've said, 90% of people in St. Louis wanted to see. There were some things, I have to admit, that I did like to see, but overall, I felt pretty bad yesterday.
Yeah, it was painful when you saw Stan with the Lombardi Trophy. That was the most painful thing about it. I got nothing against the players. I think they're absolutely cool. I love Matthew Stafford. Aaron Donald was a St. Louis Ram. Who doesn't like Cooper Kupp? But, man, just to see that owner and that little Kevin Demoff, that little rat. I hated it.
I changed it. I did not watch.
Really?
I couldn't
Good
watch.
for you.
I did not watch the trophy presentation. We flipped over to Cornhole on ESPN. Mike Bush's favorite sporting event to watch. Ask him about it sometime. I couldn't watch them actually get the trophy. If you're watching us on Facebook, YouTube, leave a comment or a question. We'll get to it. Shirley says hello. Sean says hi as well. Let's get to our second topic here.
Right.
Let me change it real quick. All right, Centene Stadium for City SC. You broke this story last night. Another local company buying into St. Louis City SC. It looks like the stadium's coming along nicely, just another big sponsor on board.
Yeah, it's really cool. You know, Corey, it's about having like leverage. And so if you have Enterprise and you have Worldwide Technology, the Taylor family and the Kavanaugh family, when they pick up the phone to call somebody in St. Louis, it's a little easier than when you and I pick up the phone to call somebody. They won't pick up my calls at all. But if it's Kavanaugh, if it's the Taylor family, boom, Centene answers. You talk about, I don't think we've ever had a sports organization in the history of our town that has three power companies so closely affiliated. I mean, this is big time. And you talk about that stadium. It's the only MLS stadium that's going to have the actual stadium where you play, a practice facility, and the offices. No other MLS stadium in the country has that. It's going to be something else.
The pitch, I got to get my soccer terms up to speed because we have been a soccer town. We're going to be a major league soccer town here. The pitch is, if I'm correct, a little bit lower, right, than street level. So isn't it going to be kind of like cool? You're looking up a little bit if you're on the field level.
Yeah, it will be. And I think we're going to have a crowd where there's going to be like a percentage of the 22,000 that just stand and cheer the whole time. It's going to be like no other sport we've ever had in St. Louis. And I can't pretend to be an expert either about this. We're going to have to, do a crash course in the MLS very shortly.
All right, let's talk our third topic. Ville Husso in net for the Blues tonight in Ottawa. Is it fair to say he's officially the team starter right now, even if Craig Berube's probably not going to say that, but it really looks that way.
Yeah, they won't say it because they don't want to dunk on Jordan Binnington anymore. They don't want to bury him anymore. But when one guy is number one in the league in goals against, and the other guy is 44th or 45th, it's a no-brainer. And I'm just wondering how this works, because if you're great on Tuesday, you get the net on Thursday. If you're great on Thursday, do you get the net on Saturday? I mean, there's a lot of games coming up. Binnington is going to come back, and he's such a tough guy. He's going to be okay eventually. But I don't think Husso is going to all of a sudden falter and fall apart.
We've seen enough Blues seasons. You got to have two good guys.
You're right.
You got to have two good guys. I'm worried about Jordan Binnington, but I'm not that worried because we've seen he can do it before. So hopefully they both get going, and then they have a really good problem on their hands of not knowing who to play. That would be ideal, I think.
And how about at the end of the year, let's just say it continues like this, and Jordan Binnington is owed $6 million a year for another 4 or 5 years, and Husso is a free agent. Boy, it's going to be some tough decisions to make. I hope Doug Armstrong has that tough decision, and Husso's out of his mind.
Let's go to some comments here. Lori saying the NFL is a joke. I understand that.
Yeah. Here's the thing about the NFL, though. As bad as it is, it was so good during the postseason. And as much as we dislike Kroenke and Goodell, you could not watch it. I mean, it was so good.
Okay, let's go to our fourth topic for 5 After 5. USA Hockey, the women going for gold tomorrow night against Canada on Channel 5. And the TJ Oshie anniversary today, 8 years ago. That's crazy. I woke up at like 5 in the morning in my dorm room at college, which I never do, to watch that game, and I'm glad I did. Let's talk Oshie first. What do you remember from that moment?
I can remember that every woman in St. Louis loved TJ Oshie, and most men were crazy about him too. But he became so popular. He kind of blew up. Look, he was a good player for the Blues, but after that, his celebrity, I mean, it was almost like Edmonds and baseball star-esque. It was awesome to see.
After the Miracle on Ice, that's got to be the most indelible Olympic hockey moment, right?
Yeah, I think you make a strong case for it.
Probably.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night, we could have another gold medalist from St. Louis, Jinsey Dunn, and a couple other with St. Louis ties also on that women's hockey team against Canada. I can't wait for that. That's a great rivalry. USA got them last time in the gold medal match, so you know Canada's going to be out for revenge.
Yeah, and they got him in a practice game here in St. Louis, too, that didn't mean anything. And Alex Cavallini has been really outstanding between the pipes, and she's probably going to get the call tomorrow.
Let's hit our last topic, number 5 for 5 after 5. State of SLU tourney chances after that tough loss to St. Bonaventure. We talked about this on our last 5 after 5, that they really needed to make up some ground, get some good wins. What does that loss do for them?
Well, you've gone to like low 40s to almost 60. So you almost have to win the conference tournament to get in. Now, I'll say this. St. Bonaventure, for the casual fan, means nothing. Oh, they lost to St. Bonaventure twice in 72 hours? Actually, they're really good. They got 5 guys that are 22 and 23. They went to the NCAA tournament last year. They were a preseason top 25. They are really good. But still, you can't lose back-to-back games. Let's say you win against LaSalle tomorrow and maybe get really lucky against Davidson, but I still think you probably have to win the conference tourney.
Yeah. Charlie on Facebook saying, go Jinsey Dunn. Agreed, Charlie. Hopefully a great game tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Like I said, you can watch it right here on 5 on your side. That'll do it for Frank and I in today's 5 after 5. We'll be back on Thursday. Have a great day, everybody.